There.
Hey guys, how you doing? It's a Sunday, and we're here. So, any of you listening on our audio podcast of this show, you're more welcome to join us here every Sunday at 4 p.m. Central. For the most part, we try. Last week I couldn't. The weather was too severe, and I got called in as too much work. So I apologize about that. But otherwise, no matter what platform you listen to podcasts on, you can listen to us on those platforms as well. So, welcome again to our unlicensed, not medical professionals. We're just your gamers therapy session where we help you stay in your addiction, where you have no desire to cure you. So, welcome aboard, Charles. Good morning, sir. How are you? Or good afternoon, I should say. Not good morning. Greg would just like to go back to sleep. That's the problem there. So, okay. Ashley, did you send
I'm
that
getting
over?
it over there right now.
Well, it's over at the group too, so I'm just switching back and forth here for a second. Hello, Telemachus. How are you? Um, yeah, I gotta take care of the bills so I can take care of the family and games. That is correct, Charles. Um, I do have to do the job. So unfortunately, in cold weather, lots of stuff breaks, and I don't want to be out negative, 26 below zero, fixing water issues, but has to be done. So I apologize again for last Sunday. I just trying to keep it. It's been weird, you guys, because normally we have, pardon me, normally we have more snow than we do. The snow helps an awful lot with the kind of like acts as an insulation. I'll put it that way. So it helps with that. But anyways, um, Telemachus, that game was pretty fun, by the way, sir. The little video we did, I think you did a good job on it. It was fun. I just never knew you did it, so I apologize. I had no idea. So when I ran across that, I was like, hey, we're going to do a little shout out for Telemachus and say thank you because you're always here too, like Charles. And so we appreciate you guys. Um, let's see. I have accomplished a lot actually this week.
He actually has.
I've got well, let's just put it this way. I started on 19 miniatures. I've got most of them done. And 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 completed and based. So
I have the other chat up so you don't have to go back.
yeah, well, I lived in California for more than half my life, Charles. So I remember the Santa Ana winds and the fires would start. Although these fires are not, they're nowhere near the fires from 20 years ago. They're not. They're coming out of nowhere, and there's just a lot of weirdness to it if you look into it. And mudslides, yep. Anaheim Hills has a big issue with that. Very expensive homes, out there, but mudslides not uncommon. Sorry, all week it's been cold, so my throat is very dry. I'm not sick. It's just my sinuses and my throat are.
Well, I mean, he's
done.
sick, but that's in a different way.
What?
You're sick in the
we're,
head.
We're not talking about mentally. Yeah, I did enjoy it. The game to look us. We printed off the other one too, but you see behind us there is. It's kind of hard to see that we set up this morning. We're going to work on this evening after dinner. That's Zvezda's Operation Barbarossa. I think what scenario is it? 2 or 3 we're doing?
2.
So we're going to go in and do that, and that'll be fun. We had quite a few people ask about that. So yeah, your game was cool there, because I liked it. I mean, it's an interesting way to use dice to go back and forth, and I mean it was fun. So what can I say? Ashley beat me, so she wins. And at least you had a 2-player option. So games that can be done both ways are to me the way to go. So don't stop doing them, because kind of let your imagination go. That's what Charles does. He runs some really interesting games on his tables. Besides the chick games, he does his own stuff too. So, which is what Greg's tried to do for a year, but my miniatures are painted, but I never did find any Western terrain. So here I've got in front of my screen my Texas Rangers and my apes with firearms on horseback. And I don't have a way to do a fight because I really don't even have any terrain. And I didn't want to do it just open table. I guess I could find some trees or something, but I kind of want more of like a battle in a Western town type of theme. That's kind of what I was going for there. Just hasn't happened yet. Now it's been a year, so I'm like, well,
I got that.
darn, I don't see where it's.
It's going.
View it here. Yeah. Oh, sorry guys, just checking. Just checking to make sure because sometimes Facebook they change their rules and makes it difficult. Like because they kind of want to be in control, but they don't want you being anywhere else really. And we want to be able to send it to a couple different places, which is why we use Restream. So, anyways, I'm quite happy with this this service. The only issue I've ever had is people that you got to connect to because change of rules, you know. So I should hook it up to do a live to TikTok. It's just I haven't had a chance to. I just haven't had a chance to sit down and do that too. Now that it's back, anyways, but they sure censored the crap out of it. It's not what it was. I will say that, along with a few other million people that see that. But I just stick with game content, so it's okay in that regard. But anyways, let me show you some of what well, I put some pictures up, but I finally finished the robots. Let's see. Well, the camera. Let me move the camera down here. So don't mind the clutter on my desk, you guys. Hold on. Woo! It's the wall. Let's do this. Let's sort it out a little. These guys here, I got some gold highlights on them, and they have little indents in their armor, so I put gold in there. And then I kind of trimmed the edge of their shoulder pads with weapons bronze and did a little bit of highlight on their heavy MGs. But that's kind of what you see. When you see something else I'm going to work on too that Ashley printed up is the anti-air. This is anti-air for one-page rules. You can see the tank sitting over there done. I have artillery also that has to be painted. And with each of those, there's a robot guy that carries the ammo. There's a mechanic. He's got a wrench. Where did the other guy go? Oh, here he is.
It's like a commander or something.
He's like the spotter. Oops, I'm sorry. He's like the spotter. One of these days, I'll spend the $400 and get a nice camera that zooms in. These are just, your standard webcams. And then I got some rocket launchers here. Look at this. Woo-hoo. What do you think there, Charles? You can incorporate some of this stuff into your thing, what you do, or your tabletop stuff, and just use like a blast template and some rules. The cannon, only problem with that is, see you guys, the barrel kind of warped a little bit.
Well, I tried printing it on the side because it's so freaking big.
Yeah, it's not Ashley's fault. It just, to me, it looks, that's a little bowed. So I might be able to cut the end off of that. But the detail on the prints are pretty good. So for that, those are ones coming up, and I know you guys see my tank So once I get this out there, we'll have some fun. Ashley's in the process of doing her, and then of course I've got
I'm trying to finish off the squirrel
all
rider.
my other stuff sitting there. There's my little Rangers over there in the corner. Just never got around to it, man. So that's what I'm looking for. Some files I can pardon me, I'm gonna put this back here. Some files that I can do the Western town with. Otherwise, I think they're just gonna sit because I don't want to do them on a blank table. That's all. But anyways, I got quite a bit of miniatures done. So, yeah, there we go. I should do a little up close with my nice camera that's sitting on the table there and get some pictures and put those up for you guys to see. But so far, even though it's been a hard work week, I actually got things done with the gaming, which is very difficult sometimes, man. I'm kind of jealous of those that they got the time. But like you said, Charles, work is work. Got to pay the bills and take care of things, that kind of stuff. Oh, all right. So hopefully you guys are all doing good too. What are you doing over there, Ashley? You're quiet.
I am painting.
Oh, here. You want to run your camera so people can see?
That rider for the squirrel.
Oh, okay.
Trying to finish him off.
Hold on a second. I think. There we go. There we go. That should add you on there, Ash. Hold on. We'll do it this way.
Yeah, I gotta finish off my rider so that way he's done.
Nice, Charles. You have humans and your space mouselings and a few mechs with rockets. Yeah, the artillery I think is going to be good.
I need that silver.
What?
Silver. That one.
The Ironbreaker, which we're almost out of.
Yeah, we're out of a lot of it.
I know. I'm starting to, like we said before, we're running into. We got to get some more paint soon. But yeah, so all the stuff I just showed you on my desk. I think these robots came out pretty cool, pretty good. And they should do some damage. The detail on their miniatures is very nice. Very nice indeed. Ashley says she's not looking forward to. Well, sometimes that happens. We'll see. Depends on. I got to look at their blast radius on this stuff because also, guess what else is you got to try to work on, is taxes. Because it's that time of the year. So I've been trying to get stuff together for that because, that's not. Here's a joke. I'd rather file on my minis than file on my taxes. I know. That was funny in a dad sort of way. Ashley's on no. But yeah. So that's what we've got done. Or Ashley's actually getting some of her stuff done too. So
I was working on my dice.
You want to show that off? What you got done with it so far?
I can pull.
Here, check this
out.
out.
To clear coat it.
Charles and Telemachus, and I'm not sure who else. There's multiple other people, but they're not in the comments.
I'm gonna close this for a second.
What? Why?
It's gonna be a surprise, duh.
Oh,
that way I can move stuff.
Yeah, the little camera we got is a circular camera with a little light, but it has a shutter closure for the lens. Oh yeah, there you go. She's gonna do a proper video, but you can at least get a sneak peek, I guess. Kind of, sort of. It would have been better for the overview. It's a Mario themed dice catcher. There you go. So you open the teeth, right? Or you hold it open and then it pivots, or it's supposed to. Then you put the dice in there. And then they come out down at the bottom, so pretty cool.
Give me a second. Let me grab the dice.
So they tend to run through this thing fast, though.
Yeah, the drop.
That drop is pretty severe on that. I think you need to...
There. Yeah, they shoot out.
They shoot out. You should kind of...
It depends on which dice goes down. The D6s actually work pretty good. But yeah, this is supposed to... Once I spray paint it doesn't like to fit now. But it's supposed to hold up in there. And then you close it and it drops. But I got so much paint on it.
It's just binding up.
It binds now, so I'm going to leave it where it's kind of... where I can fit a dice in. And just glue it down. But yeah, that's what I've been working on.
Turn it back like this. No, the dice tower. People could see. Yeah. So, anyways, Mini Wormouts. Oh, how cute. Good grief. Yeah, I know. She's on a cute run these days.
Hey,
I don't know.
It's classic.
Yeah. So she's got that dice tower. But I was showing off my stuff here, Mini Wormout. So, do you want to see? If you do, then I'll show you. Because I haven't done a little video yet.
And you're late, Mutt, so don't even start talking about that stuff.
Oh, he's not late.
Yes, he is. He's 20 minutes late.
I think he's got a season pass, or maybe that's to something else. But here, pardon me, guys. I'll show Mini Wormout. So, Greg has been getting stuff done, sir. These are for one-page rules. These are going to be some heavy hitters. That's those 50 millimeter bases I bought. Or I told you guys I'd be using them soon. And then this, it's got its own support crew for the artillery, Mini Wormout. But of course, then there's all my guys up there that I've got painted for, one-page rules. And then here's some artillery, Mini Wormout. Some rockets.
So you want to go against my aliens then?
Not really. And some mortars.
Trying to figure out what that piece is.
Look at the detail on this, though. If you wanted to paint them very intricately, you actually could. If you wanted to do different colors for the supports, the barrels, whatever. And then this is my anti-air. This all got printed up this week since the last show.
Now you can't complain that I don't print him anything.
Yeah. And lastly, this is like a cannon, but the barrel kind of warped on the print. That's not Ashley's fault. I just think it's because it's resin. It doesn't look really warped, but when you're me and you're staring at it, then there's a definite bend towards the top. But so those are done, and you can see I've been working. Last night I got 19 of them going here, and all the ones based are done. These guys I added a touch to. It's hard to see. He's like one of the commanders, but I did some gold touched up his axe, put a little bit of the I use this stuff as a gloss, the Vallejo just your gloss varnish on the edge of the blade, so you can't see it on the camera very well. He's got a rope back here, so of course he's like a kind of a hemp color, and then brown wash on the rope there, so that it looks like rope strung across his back. And we got the leather straps, leather boots. Just there's a lot of highlights I did to these, and I took my time. But last night I really got a bunch done, so I think it's going to come out good. And then here's some more here that are in progress. Another 5. Or, I'm sorry, 6.
Oh, see, he's not even gonna say the whole game or show.
Huh?
He's only here until the freaking Chiefs go on.
Oh.
It's all rigged. There you go. Now you can say.
Now you can stay. My problem is you got to know the people who know the outcome. And that's where you make your bets and make the money.
What do you think this is?
So I don't know who the Chiefs are playing.
What do you think that is? I can't tell what that is. It looks like a piece of brick. I'm trying to figure out why a rat would have a brick.
Well, it might be.
But these are supposed to be set in like middle age.
I don't know. It's looking good though. It does kind of look like a brick. So he's watching the Chiefs. Yeah, I don't know then when the game starts, but it should be any time. Who else are they playing anymore? I just don't really follow football anymore, so I'm not sure who's playing who for what, or who will probably be at the Super Bowl, or any of that. They're playing the Bills. Thank you, Telemachus. Okay. Well, yeah, if it's football today, we'll just try to keep it short to about 5 o'clock, and that way, whoever wants to watch the games, they can do that. But I'm actually quite happy with what I got done on the miniature end. And in the back, there are many more. I told them that's the Vesda. That's going to be Operation Barbarossa. I think it's the second scenario in that campaign.
Russian Village is what
So,
it's called.
It's defense, right? They're just defending it?
Yeah, the Russians are defending. In Barbarossa, the Russians are always defending. It's the Germans that
the Germans are always
attackers.
Oh, okay, Telemachus. Yeah, I used to watch, like I said before, I used to watch it back in the day, like with Montana and Rice and, some of the others, but they just ended up getting too political for me and kind of lost interest. Even our local Hawkeyes that people love, they really made some nasty statements a few years ago. And it's like, if you can't respect your fans, then, or if you think you don't need the fans, that's the kicker. They think they don't need the fans, but without them, there wouldn't be, a sport. There you go. Hey, if you know that they're going to win, then there you go. There's some.
Yeah, that's what I think our sons want, or our oldest son wants, is the Chiefs and Eagles, I believe.
Yeah, that's who he's
rooting for, I believe.
There you go.
Don't quote me. I'm not quite sure.
Telemachus says, "Dream on." You'll just have to wait and see who plays and what and how it works out. As long as you have fun and enjoy it, it's all good. Uh-oh. Hey, Jeff. Jeff says it's not over, Mutt. The Skins just scored. There you go. Who do you want to see win, Jeff? I mean, who ultimately, if you're interested in who do you want to see go to the Super Bowl, I guess? That'd be my question for you. And hopefully you caught what I just showed you. Greg got a lot of miniature stuff done this week for Greg.
I'm so proud of him. He finally got a lot of painting done.
It'd be better for Chiefs versus Commanders. So to be clear, then the Vikings aren't going.
Neither are the Cowboys.
I know. There's people I know out here who are die hard Vikings fans, and I'm like, oogie dogie, and die hard the Cowboys. My son Josh loves the Cowboys. You live near DC, so Skins, of course. All right, you just have to see, I guess.
Anymore, I don't even know who's who.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I've seen more games in the last year, this last season, I guess, just because my son's wife, her mother is big time football, baseball person, and basketball a little too. So she's very, very,
Oh, I didn't know they were basketball too.
yeah, very, very sports orientated. And so I've seen more by default being at their house than I have in years, but just not enough to know what's what or who's going anywhere. Well, then when does it start? It should be starting soon then, right? In the next half hour or so. I'm just guessing because in a half hour it'll be 5 here. So I'm just taking a shot. Maybe the game starts at 5 or 5:30, something like that. We won't tie you guys up too long then. We'll just hang out for another half hour. And then you guys can have fun, enjoy your football, and I'm probably, for me, just gonna try to do some more work on these guys here on the side, because my force is beginning to look like a force now.
Shit, I don't remember what color I painted his uniform. Oopsie.
See Manny warm up? She's working on the quote miniatures now. But you did a pretty good job on that dice tower. I like the way the squirrel came out. That's a really awesome paint job you did. So
Yeah, I gotta finish him up so he's done, and I keep knocking this guy off.
oh, well, he's the one he's the
He's
rider.
the rider.
So that's Ashley. She's trying to get her stuff together for this. I don't know if you're gonna actually field that army though, are you?
Mm-mm.
You're thinking of painting them and
Sell them
off. I think she didn't realize that it's more like the
well,
Age
there's
of
two
Sigmar.
different ones. So there's a Ratman that goes against yours, but they're more spaced, and I didn't know that.
They're more current, right?
Yeah.
These
ones are like Age of Sigmar, where it's all hand to hand predominantly.
Yeah, the medieval type stuff.
So I'm gonna switch over
Oh yeah, 5:30 here then.
and get Eternal Destiny or something like that. They're
Eternal Destiny, yeah.
They're like Chinese, Japanese kind of fighters.
See any warm up? I use those big 50mm bases and I got my guy done. So that box I bought, I've already used 3 and I'm going to use more. I just thought that's why I did a little review, because hell, I keep them in the box and they're not falling all over. I don't got to try to stack them or anything. Jeff, we're going to do Zvezda back there, Operation Barbarossa. Second scenario, which is always the Germans on the offense, right? But that's Zvezda, so the whole thing is a hex grid on everything. So we'll, if you want, check that out later when we put it up. We're going to start on it tonight after dinner. And we want to I've actually got quite a few requests for that, to do more Zvezda, because Zvezda is one of those really unique companies, and there's just something different. So doing that is a good deal. And then Ashley did concede, Jeff, to play with me tanks on the Eastern Front, which is a hex encounter. So she will try that again. And I told her I'd buy her some cookies, and then maybe we can sit down.
I was told ice cream. What the hell?
Oh,
I only get a cookie now?
oh, but, well, it depends on whatever's cheaper. Whatever I have a coupon for.
Yeah, that's how
we'll do it that way. Yeah. So that's what we set up just a little bit before the show. And we'll get that going. I actually enjoy it anyways, because it's very tactical. You better keep your supplies in good order, how much ammo you're using, or you're just kind of done.
SOL.
Hello, Jeff. I watched that one hex encounter you put up earlier. I left a comment too about it. It sounded interesting that you didn't obtain victory points by trying to hold land. It was by eliminating the other units, right? So that to me is interesting. I think that makes it a different way too to play the game, because sometimes trying to hold ground, you come to a standstill. But if it's based on elimination, and then you're getting rid of units and you're getting points for it. That's cool. That works. So, anyways, I thought that was interesting. And I seen yours too, Mini Wormut. Your hex encounter earlier. I commented on that. Yours round 2, I believe. So I'll have to wait and see if your reinforcement's coming on that one. And I apologize for being stuffed up. It's just no matter what I do, I can't seem to get away from it during the winter here. So, anywho, we enjoy those Bethesda games too. And like I said, I'll be revisiting that trench knife game, and then we got some other hex stuff to do too. So we're just kind of smoothing it around out there, doing what we can.
What did Brian send us?
What do you mean?
Flying Circus.
Oh, yeah. So the Zombicide Mini Wormut. Pardon me. If I can use one of my Space Marines in that, so be it. You'd be able to get rid of the abominations. Shouldn't be that hard. I just don't know how you'd figure out what damage they're going to do, right? Because just by default, a Space Marine is 9-10 feet tall, and the width according to the height. They're pretty brutal. So I wonder. I don't know. You'd have to let me know how to do the damage on that. How much damage it's going to do. Because it should do significant damage. Like melee wise, they should be able to get rid of abominations without any issue. But we'll see. I'll get one of those cards printed out and I'll see how it works. And then, like I said, look for some stock card for that. So when you print it out, you should be able to proportion your card the way you want. Also, don't forget, Mini Wormut, people that do the paper terrain, I can't off the top of my head. We talked about it on one of the shows. I even put it up a long while back. But there's a little container of clear. You just kind of brush it on. So, you get the printed out paper houses and you cut them and put them together. Well, it's like, I guess it'd be kind of like what you use for decoupage. It's kind of what I get out of it. But when you brush it on, it's going to dry and harden up. Then that piece of paper becomes pretty solid. And it's clear, so it doesn't ruin any of the graphics you printed. But then you have very durable buildings that you printed. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's sold at Home Depot. I think that's where I seen it at. I just haven't had any paper train to use in several years, but that's where you can code it. If I can find the name,
a lot of Elmer's glue.
No. This is superior to that, and it will make that paper rigid. But you won't be able to fold it or anything. It's going to be, you'd have to set it in a box or something like that.
All right, writer's going on.
Oh, there we go. And glue him in there.
Yep, or he falls right out.
All right. Well, let's see. Then you're going to have to put him on the little spinner and do a little video. Oh. Now it looked like it sat down.
Oh, I just snapped his leg off. Son of a...
Did you?
Yep, I just snapped the squirrel's leg.
Oh.
By pushing.
Well, you don't got to push hard on that stuff. Just put the glue on there and let it do its job. You had to be pushing pretty damn hard to break that resin there.
No, I dropped him. I'm wondering if it wasn't weak.
Oh, it already broke there.
I think so. I think it cracked.
Well, there you go. So now Ashley's got her rider for the squirrel. Oh, yeah, where it sits on the brick.
Yep. It's okay. I can fix them. Ain't like the first time I haven't busted one of these and fixed them.
It's a tripod, Telemachus says. Yeah. Speaking of Telemachus, that triplanes and tripods, that's an interesting game too. That's World War I based. War of the Worlds kind of a game. Which I don't even know if Ares is still making it or not, but that was when it came out. It took off pretty quick for a little bit. There's so much too going on out there with Kickstarter and GameFound and all this that
I just gotta try to.
It's overwhelming. What? Oh, you're gonna put it back?
Yep. I just gotta scrape up this.
Well, at least you're getting your minis based up there. Mini warm-up, that's cool. Before your game starts, I based up 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 last night. Completed and based them up. So, and then the other 5, they're about 3/4 done. So I want to finish those up. That way, that's 19. Has a health of 3. Oh, okay. Super strength when it reaches the orange level. Well, there we go. I'll have to get a card and just print it out. I've got Space Marine, so I just proxy them in a game, and that works. I wonder if Games Workshop will eventually connect with them and do a Warhammer themed Zombicide. Blue level is tough, so that means it absorbs the first wound. Oh, okay. Which would be, for him, which would be something correct. I mean, it'd be like throwing a rock at
Great.
it.
So Zombicide went into wanting Smurfs now.
No. Many Warmont posted all sorts of stuff earlier on it. Your call to be denied at the game. Oh, thanks, Keegan. Super strength gives the survivor damage 3, which means it kills abominations. Okay. Yeah, for him, he should. He should be able to not have no problem killing abominations. I mean, Keegan says he can print Necrons as zombies. You might know.
Wouldn't my aliens be the better zombie?
You can put anything as a zombie, really. I mean. Yeah, man. Warmont says, Ashley, start printing gremlins now. And he emphasizes now.
I don't even know if I can even find a free gremlin. I can look.
Those gremlins you got, May Warmont. I mean, I know I asked you earlier, but I don't remember what you said. I'm sorry. I don't remember where you got those. Did you buy them or did you print them up? She could probably print one up somewhere.
If I can find a free print.
Yeah. Some of the prints aren't, the STLs are not too bad, you guys. Some of them are just like the tank, right? That's sitting on a table that we're using for our dice tower. You guys seen that earlier. That was, what, $3 was all?
Something like that? It wasn't very much.
$3. And it came out awesome. And, you know, we use it all the time. Hey, Dave, how are you, sir? How are you doing out there in the world of Canada? Hopefully you're doing good. It's starting to get warmer here.
Right,
tomorrow it's going to be in the 40s.
Okay, you can shut mine down.
Okay.
That way I can move it.
Hold on.
It's basically.
All right. So Mini Warmont, someone else printed them for him. He didn't do it. We'll see if we can find some and get some printed up.
That way, this is out of my way.
What are you trying to do now? Look for gremlins.
Damn right. Nope, leave it. I have it blowing right up on the scroll.
Oh.
To dry that glue.
Necrons don't really die. You might have to re-roll to put them in a smelter and like melt them down and bring them back, Keegan. Possibly. But Necrons are more, I don't know. You got some creatures you could for sure stick from other games into Zombicide and make it work. But that's the nice thing with Zombicide as a series of games. It's unseasonably warm where you're at, huh? That's, I don't know, man. I mean, we've seen what's weird. You it gets cold like that, but it doesn't generally have 25 to 35 below zero for 5-6 days. You get like 1 or 2 days in a row, maybe even 50 below for a day or something, but not sustained for a week. And that's where all the damage is occurring. I mean, just Friday, I started work at 8. I drove through the complex, no problem. I had to go to the store and came back, and a half hour later, I had to get some parts. A half hour later, and the third house in on when you pull into the community, there's water running and freezing going down the street. I mean, in that short time, their water meter burst. It was fine when I drove on the way out. When I come back,
He's got candy.
Freezing.
Oh.
What are you giggling about?
I found a gremlin.
Okay, there you go.
What size though is he?
I don't know. 28 millimeters is what you want. 28, 32. So
say.
Probably going to be about that.
It's Stripe, the leader of the gremlin.
So it's just been weird here, Axe. And now it's going to be warm for 2 days, and then it's going to taper off. And then we're supposed to get snow and ice during next week, and they'll literally keep changing which days we're going to get it. It's just going to go up and then down, and that's weird because in January we should have more snow than the 3 inches or so we've got. We actually are supposed to get throughout the course of winter, several feet of it, but that's because it absorbs as groundwater, right? They just don't have that now, so that's going to be a problem. Although February we've had blizzards and stuff in February out here, and snow even in April. That's cool. Actually, you're going through your 4th edition Undead. You could probably build a 1-page army.
Finished off all his coffee.
Who?
Ledford.
Oh wow! I'm glad Ledford liked it. So, see, David, here. You weren't here earlier. These are some of the guys I did yesterday. And then there's my army as I'm getting it ready for 1-page rules. My tank, of course, artillery.
Oh, that's another stripe.
And some anti-air. And some rockets. So those are going to be doing good. I got quite a bit of them done last night. And this camera, like I said, it doesn't do justice to these guys. I really took some time and put some. Actually, I used the Army Painter's weapons bronze and did like the outline of their shoulders, the insignia, some armor in the back, little dots in their gloves. So it really stands out when you look at it. And so I think that came out good. That artillery has to be, of course, primed and painted. And, well, hey, Dave, thanks for the compliment. But what about my miniatures? Don't they look good too? I'm sorry.
I found a gremlin coming out of the toilet.
I couldn't resist that. Yeah, they do look really nice. The lady leader up here I got with her dog. He's got the one patch over his eye. So they're extremely detailed miniatures, man. I mean, pardon me. Very, very detailed. So, yeah, my plate's kind of full, but I got quite a bit there. So I'm not going to worry about, what was I going to say? So like their artillery, I had actually print all the options that they have right now. You're just going to be fielding one unit, artillery with one unit at a time.
I'm going to turn myself a gizmo.
Okay, Ashley. But each artillery unit comes with a robot that brings the ammo, mechanic, and your commander with the spotter. He's got the rangefinder. So each one of those comes with a crew of 3. I'm just painting one crew for right now, and then depending on which artillery I take or what I want to use, I can just use that crew each time. So, anyways, 1-page rules. Once she gets some of her stuff done, we're gonna go back and revisit it.
Spoon.
Ashley, what? The gremlin?
Yeah. No, Gizmo.
Why would you put him on a spoon?
Why wouldn't you?
Okay. So now Ashley's off looking for gremlins. Thanks, Mini Warmut. So yeah,
Mogwai.
very good productive week for me anyways, more so than normal, and I'm pretty happy with it. So just about there, and I just gotta get some more, like I said, for Ashley printed up. So well, hello, Walkabout. How are you, sir? Hopefully everything's going good in your part of the world, and so far for us, it's been pretty good. Oh, pardon me. If I can get rid of this congestion all the time. That's what she's doing there, Mini Warmut. So I asked her to print my stuff because in the meantime, we could always proxy her aliens in. I can't really proxy
That,
my
or
stuff.
I have the PDF to do the papered ones. We just gotta get some more paper.
Oh, we got on a printer up there? All right.
We might have enough to get a small army. This one comes with a slingshot. Oh no.
I'm sorry, you guys. Pardon me.
That weather's still screwing with you.
Hello, Meandering Mike. How are you, sir?
Hey, Mike. How's your wife like the coffee?
He already said she liked it.
I don't know. She hasn't left.
Ugh. Anyways, Mike, sorry. We were just talking about the figures that are ready to go here. So, and then we're going to do Operation Barbarossa for Zvezda there.
Oh.
Second scenario for you, Walkabout and Meandering Mike, because you guys just showed up. That's we're setting up behind us. We're actually going to start working on that this evening after dinner is what we'll do. And we'll let you guys go here in about 10 minutes because I know that the game is on and a lot of you want to do that. Oh, you just painting some ships for the campaign? Cool. Walkabout. Mike said she did enjoy it. That's what I thought he said. Ledford got some too. He likes that.
I was gonna say Ledford finished it.
It's a good one. So Walkabout them. What campaign are you doing that you're painting ships for? Because we haven't done we didn't do any naval games last year. We only have the two, Sails of Glory, and then Oak and Iron, and we should have at least done Oak and Iron because it's a little easier than Sails of Glory. But Sails of Glory it's a good game. It's been out for quite a while. I realized that one we have is got to be about.
Which one? Sails?
About 6 years old. 3, 4, 5, yeah.
Well, I bought you Oak and Iron one year for your birthday.
No, that was Sails of Glory you bought.
I thought it was the other way
Oh,
around.
it was Sails of Glory. You bought that because me and Clint used to work back together then. So that's been a while. And then,
so yeah, 7, 8 years probably.
And then I played it only a couple times. It's a really good game now.
And then you bought me my Kraken to go with either one.
That's because I got Oak and Iron. I wanted to do that, and you wanted the Kraken. So I found that before we got our resin printer. I found you that Kraken you got sitting over there, just for tabletop stuff. And so when you're floating your ships on by the Kraken, you got to roll. At least we added that in that you'd have to roll to see if you took damage.
Yeah. So basically, what we did with the Kraken was we rolled to see if it came out. If it came out on a 4, 5, or 6, and then we basically put it at a certain distance of where it would come out from basically the cave. And then if your ship's in the way, then you got to roll 4, 5, or 6 again to see if you take damage or not. You got 1 point of damage.
Yeah. So we made it as something you had to try to navigate around. But also remember we rolled was to see if it surfaced too. Anyways, uh, BSG fleet campaign. So is that are you talking about Battlestar Galactica? Or are you talking about what else? Because they have a Battlestar Galactica sets that everybody refers to as ships.
They are ships.
Yeah.
Spaceships.
So the naval games are kind of fun. We never thought they would be as fun as they were. And one of your parts, if you put the islands out like Oak and Iron, you come with islands you can put out. If you're not careful or you place them wrong, ships only turn so much. So you got to try to not sail yourself. Yep, either into those or off the island. Sails of Glory has forts.
Yep, the fire back
like seaports. If you get too close, it can shoot at your ships. So that makes it interesting too. It's not like it's just trying to sail around and hit each other. What, Ashley?
I gotta finish my giant queen up there.
It's good.
I got way too much to try to finish.
So yeah, the naval games are much more funner than we.
I think that is Battlestar Galactica.
Campaign with minis instead of playing the computer version. Okay. Well, we found Meandering Mike and Walkabout Games and Mini Warmutt. We found Telemachus's game. I didn't know if you guys knew he had games. I just didn't.
We didn't.
So apparently he's made 3 games. So that's one of our videos we did. We found it. We're like, we're not going to say nothing to Telemachus. We're just going to put it out there and see if he notices we did a review on his game, which he did, by the way. And the game's pretty fun. So yeah, so now, I mean, everybody's got ideas for games, and that's cool now that there's places to get your ideas out and do something with them.
Oh yeah.
So it used to be hard. Now you can, because years and years and years ago we were talking about doing something with a little bit different version of World War II, but more of a I don't know, make it easier to get around kind of a thing. But you got to have time to work on even simple things too. And in the last several years, I've had no time other than to just get up, go to work, come home, do what I got to do, go to bed, get up, and start again. So if I can get that part out of the way, then hey, it'll make it a lot easier. But anyways, you guys, he's got three games. We only tried the one. That was fun.
We have another one printed out.
What was the other? I can't remember the other one printed out. It's right there.
What is this one?
We were going to do that one too. That's the
Honor or Vengeance.
Yeah. This. Let me see the. And they're not big long games. They print out on a sheet of paper. So you did a good job, Telemachus. This one is Honor or Vengeance. I have not played it yet, but we will. We will. That's why we printed it out so we can. Oh, here.
Sorry, Lefford had to leave.
Oh, did he? Are you leaving Ledford? Oh,
yep.
Well, have a good day there, sir.
Have a wonderful day.
All right. Thanks for coming by. We appreciate it. But yeah, so that was pretty fun, and as that's the whole point of the games, anyways. Don't start yawning, Ashley.
I'm sorry.
It's not late enough to yawn. So we were gonna kind of try to keep it a little bit short tonight with the football games going on. Quite a few of you guys are.
Yeah, we have plans with our daughter and Keegan.
But I'm glad you guys showed up here because we appreciate it.
Most definitely.
Yeah, it's always a good ending to the week and a good beginning to the week. I say that because honestly, I mean that. It's just nice to sit down and say hi, kind of get ready for the upcoming work week, which is just, annoying anymore. I get tired of trading my time for money because I can't buy time. So therefore, to me, I'm not getting a fair shake. I just want to have more time to enjoy life.
There
And
he is.
that's what I'm working at doing is
All
getting to a
fixed.
point where I can. You got it fixed? Oh, show it off.
Careful.
It's not
Without
fixed.
doing that.
Well, sorry. You're the one that said it was fixed. You got a nap a few hours ago? That's awesome. Getting in naps is hard to do when you get older, man. People are like, when you're a kid, you don't want to take a nap. And then when you're an adult, you're like, oh my God, I wish I had time for a nap. Oh no. What game is it? 6:30 Eastern. Yep, that should be shortly here. But if you can relax, meandering Mike, do that every once in a while. If you get a chance, just kind of relax, enjoy it. So, Ash is gonna finish up her
Trying to refix him again.
refix him again. Yeah. But yeah, you guys, hopefully you enjoy the evening. And for those of you going to watch the games, enjoy those. And when you're done there, Ash, let them set for a minute. You're using a Gorilla Glue, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So we'll go ahead and
We'll end it.
we'll let you guys go. You guys have a good rest of the week. And we thank you for showing up. Hold on there. And we appreciate you guys, but we'll let you go. Enjoy your games. Keep up the good work, Telemachus, on your stuff. It was fun. It really was. What are you doing there, Ash?
Wrong button.
Yep.
All right, guys. Till next week. Bye.